Never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Going right back to Wilson. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 53 yards. And the Jets need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. And able to find Allen Lazard. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
11 MT. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 2, ready?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
12. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Mixing up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
11.
Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Touchdown! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Rodgers now on first down. Catch is made by Hardman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. To throw is Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
11.
On second down, Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
12
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
On 1, ready? 11
Higgins goes in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. This is caught. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Yeah, they turned the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about.
There he goes, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Down the left sideline.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hall again on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.